Hey guys, one of these things is not like the other. How you guys doing? This is Jen. I just wanted to pop on here and show you quickly how to easily do a brow. Eyebrows sometimes can be a really big hang up. People have a hard time doing it. I'm going to show you how I do mine. As you can see, I am perfectly blonde. So there is no brow to be seen here unless you've got like a nice HD camera like this and you can actually see, oh my gosh, there is some hair there. Otherwise you wouldn't even know it. So let me show you how I do it. I use ShadowSense by SeneGence. This is amazing because it's long wearing and anti-aging. It's not going to smudge off, which I think is really important, especially for my brows since they're like this underneath there. It's really nice because it's going to last me all day long. And I love that. All this stuff that I'm going to show you is available on my website. If you're like, oh my gosh, I gotta have it. I'll put a link in the comment. A lot of the ShadowSense colors that people use, here's the main ones. Mocha Java, Slate, which is a new favorite of mine to use for brows. Smoke Topaz. This is actually what I'm going to use today. It looks green, but when you put it on, it's more like a taupe kind of a color. Really pretty. Then there's Garnet, if you want a little bit of red in there. There's Rustic Brown, which is just your pure brown. And the nice thing is it's super pigmented, so you can just use a little bit, or you could use a lot, depending on what you want. Or you could just go straight onyx and get good and dark, nice and black. Okay, so I'm going to use the Smoke Topaz ShadowSense, okay? So I like to use a little spoolie brush that has an angle brush on one end, okay? When you're doing your brows, you kind of want to know like where to start. So look at your nostril and kind of just put your little brush here. And that is about where you're going to start your brow right there. Okay. Oh, might have a little product on there for that arch. So that nice arch in there. So if you take from your nostril and go through your iris of your eye, that's about where your arch is going to go. See that? Now, if you go from your nostril down to here, to the corner of your eye, you can see about where you're going to want that little tail to end. Okay, so start, arch, tail. Okay, so that's kind of how you're able to tell where to put it. Okay, I'm going to show you how I do it. All right, it's really easy, I swear. So I'm just going to take my ShadowSense. It's a cream to powder. It comes on a little wand like this. And I am just going to take my angle brush and brush it right off of there, okay? Now, brow maintenance is important. Get them waxed, pluck them, get them threaded. There's all kinds of different things you can do to maintain your brows. That's number one. That's the easiest way to do it. I actually need to get a brow wax, but we're gonna roll with this, even though I need a brow wax. I'm going to start on the top and I do a little bit of an outline. Okay, so I don't want to go right here in the front because I want that to be just a little lighter. So I'm going to start about right here at the top where I want this to be. And I'm just going to follow a line and I'm going to pull that down. Okay, so that's about, again, the end of my tail where I want that to be. This might actually be a little bit too low. Right in the beginning, the ShadowSense is easy to work with because it is a cream to powder. So if you make a mistake, it's forgiving. Now I'm going to do the underneath portion here. Now there's different brow shapes for different faces. And if you know what your face shape is, you can kind of figure out what's going to work best for you. Okay, so now I started to take my angled brush and I'm just doing like these little hair strokes right here. See that? That just gives it more of a natural look right there in the front. And I'm going to fix that a little bit, but that's how it's going to look for right now. And now I'm just taking some more product off my wand here and I'm going to fill this in. All right, then I'm going to take my little brush I'm gonna brush this out a bit. Now you see how this line is kind of harsh underneath here? I don't want a harsh line there. So you can actually just take the tip of the spoolie and just kind of rub that along there. And that'll soften that line out for you. See there? Now I'm going to fill in just a little bit more. Wherever you see where maybe you have some holes, just go ahead and fill that in. If you're lucky and you actually have brows, that's really all you are going to need to do is just a little bit of filling. You can do little hair strokes like this with the ShadowSense. It's nice and easy. You get that nice powder fill look. There you go. And just like that, your brow is done. Now, if you really want to have nice, super clean lines, you can use a lighter ShadowSense color, such as Sandstone Pearl, and a little angle brush, and you can just take off of your wand like you did with your shadow, and you can just follow it and then just kind of clean up your lines and get that nice, really crisp line. So if you want me to give you some recommendations on what kind of brow shape you should use for your face, drop a selfie in the comments and I will get back to you and give you some recommendations, okay? All right, thanks for watching. Like and share. Thanks, bye.